Hey guys, welcome back. Drip and Farm for Poverty. I'm your host, Drip Coach, dropping knowledge bombs on all drip ecosystem related projects. And this is an impromptu video getting into some heated back and forth in the chats, as well as on my YouTube videos and the comments. And I'm sure I'm not the only content creator that sees this, but it's regarding all of the delays and the pushbacks and the lack of transparency and comments like, here we go again, and this is to be expected. So like, it's constantly, we get this information. I want to give you my actual thoughts on it. I've done it before, but since this just came up, it adds a new credence to it or puts it back in the light. So if you're not familiar, not aware, we had this update from Forex about 2 hours prior to the launch or the demo they were supposed to have. So in the Forex Shark calls, he put this out on March 30th and said, we're going to have the VC at 4 p.m. today. That was at 9 p.m. the day before. And so everybody was ready and it was announced. Then 2 hours before it's supposed to go live, he puts this update out. We have decided it will be better to do the live demo on YouTube so we can provide an easier format to share and present the demo. Plus, if we do it tomorrow, we will have a few more things prepared to announce, and we can properly promote the premiere link. So we've decided to reschedule today's stream and go live on YouTube tomorrow with a proper premiere countdown. We have several exciting things to announce, including Piggy Plinko updates, some major promotional opportunities, and our on-chain development demo. We're still trending on CoinMarketCap and crypto.com. So see you tomorrow. So it got pushed back another day. And there's tons of mumblings and grumblings. I'm not going to actually give you guys the actual screenshots of these, but you can scroll through the chats, jump in anybody else's telegrams, and you'll see this same sentiment. And at this stage, all I can ask you or tell you guys and on my thoughts on it is, should you be surprised? There's a great quote in the movie, or a scene from the movie. I don't have it pulled up right now, but I'm sure you all watched it. Black Panther, rest in peace to Chadwick Boseman. But in that one scene where he's fighting for the crown, his mom stands up and says, or screams, "Show them who you are." And I think Forex over the last 2 years has shown us clearly who he is. And he is a person that is driven by his idea of perfection and what he wants to put out. And he is immune to any of the expectations of the community. He marches to the beat of his own drum. And you should know this by now. Like, it's been clear every single time without fail. He has not let us down in regards to changing things last minute, implementing new things, or whatever the case may be. It's part of who he is. Take it with a grain of salt. It's with the good, the bad, the indifferent, the ugly. So what are my actual thoughts on this? Well, that's where a great quote comes in. You may or may not be religious, but it's the serenity prayer, right? So what do I do and what should you guys do? So I'm going to break this quote down in case you've never heard it. So it says at the top, God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. There's a lot to unpack in there in regards to how to approach the drip ecosystem and this sort of information that you may be digesting. So let's start at the top. Grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. Well, what is serenity? Glad you asked. Serenity, the definition of serenity is a state of being calm, peaceful, and untroubled. So we know that there are going to be a lack of your expectations being met in the drip ecosystem. We all wanted Scratchy last year when it was teased on March 8th, or the UI was teased on March 8th, and Scratchy was in July, and the Animal Farm. Like, you can go back into countless amounts of things that we have heard from Forex that got teased and were quote unquote 100% done, or quote unquote 3 minutes away. Like, the memes are out there. This is not FUD. This is just stuff that has happened over and over and over again. But the impact of this is accept the things you cannot change. You can't change Forex. You can't get him to bend to your will and do things the way you want them done. He's going to be who he's always been. And that's one thing we can be appreciative of. So find the appreciation on the other side that he has been consistent. 100%. May not be the consistent you'd like, but he's been 100% consistent of who he is, and there were delays before I even got into the animal farm. My very first debut was waiting on the launch of the farm, and it was delayed. That was my first taste of the drip ecosystem and animal farm back in late January, early February. So he has never failed in that regard to over promise and under deliver. And take that again with a grain of salt. It's not necessarily a good or bad thing. It just is. So the best thing you can do is accept the things you cannot change and accept that he will put things out when he's ready. And at least when they're ready, they're not exploited and the community rallies behind it and we can have something to build off of. Next, this is the most important part, and this is the mantle I've taken up recently: the courage to change the things I can. And that is what everyone needs to do with this. What can you do in the face of the things that are outside your control with the drip ecosystem? Well, you can go out and just cry about it in the comments. You can get into the chat and scream, there it is again, Forex has said he would launch and now we're delayed. Yeah, you can do that for sure, but that doesn't change anything. You actually have the ability to change this. That's exactly what many people like myself in the community are doing. We are putting our brick in to change it. You don't have to be a dev. You don't have to be a coder or anything like that. You can like the videos. You can share. You can help explain the ecosystem to people, onboard people into crypto, explain to them about the benefits of DeFi. You know, you can support the Twitter posts, whatever. There's all sorts of stuff you can do. So that would be the best thing you can do if you really want things to change, because you can change those things and those things will have an impact on the entire ecosystem. Showed you guys in my drip marketing DAO video what a couple people can do in regards to sentiment. We've seen already what the drip triple DTs did to sentiment. We saw what the buy and burn challenge did to sentiment. All that was Ray saying, hey guys, let's buy and burn drip. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to lead by example and let's see what happens. And then that was right before Christmas and we just had this massive rally. That is what you can do to change things. You can start to find out areas within your control and put them to work. And lastly, the wisdom to know the difference. Man, that speaks volumes, because if you're trying to spend all of your energy on trying to change things you cannot, i.e. complaining about this stuff in the chats and on the YouTube comments and all this stuff, then you're just wasting that energy. You need to have the wisdom to know the difference between the two so that you can put your energy into areas that actually will make a difference. I mean, you may feel better about whining, moaning, groaning, complaining, but it doesn't change anything. And actually, science, psychology will tell you that the more you put that kind of stuff out there, the more of that you're going to get right back. It's what I mentioned before on the Twitter space with Crypto Night. If you want to have better answers, you got to ask better questions. I use this in my coaching all the time. People come to me and they're like, why can't I lose weight? Why can't I seem to get, a six pack? Why can't I seem to stick to a diet? Well, the minute you ask out loud or in your head why you cannot do XYZ, your brain goes to work on finding you valid reasons of why you can't do XYZ. You want better answers? Ask better questions. So this wisdom to know the difference is very important. And being able to incorporate this entire Serenity prayer, I think will go a long way towards the drip community. So we will see what happens tomorrow for the update. And as of right now, no, we have nothing on Triple D, but I am personally not phased anymore. I've been jaded. And if you listen to the OGs in the space, they're jaded as well. One, they're jaded because they made money off of drip, and like Stunna says, he made his millions. Or Hex made him rich or retired him, and then drip made him a millionaire, whatever. I can't remember how he phrases it, but these people that got in back in 2021 with drip, they're good. They know Forex will deliver. They've seen Reap. They've seen B-Reap. They've seen Rake and all these other things that Forex launched, and they did good. So they're able to wait patiently. It's mainly us that got in at the all-time highs and did not have the track record from Forex, and him showing us who he is for 3 to 4 years, developing things at his own pace, but that are sustainable and didn't get exploited. So unfortunately, we don't have that history, but all you can do now at this stage is rely on those people's word, or focus on the things you can change and worry about what's within your control, and then build things up accordingly for the goals that you have within the ecosystem. So that was my rant on this. It just popped up in my head, decided I want to talk to you guys about it. So it's more of a coaching nugget. Do with it what you will, call it FUD, whatever the case may be. I know there's still the 5% non-cognitively developed people out there. I love you too. Anyway, all right. If that provided some value, shouts out to all of you that it did. Smash that HBO special, help a brother out, like, subscribe, comment down below, and until next time, lift daily and achieve your impossible. See ya.
Want to pay your in real life bills with crypto? How about send crypto directly to anyone with a bank account? Spritz Finance is a decentralized solution to be your own bank and connect your crypto earnings to real world bills and payments. They do not take custody of your assets and allow support on multiple blockchains and Web3 wallets. Sign up below using my referral link and you will get $50 back when you make your first $50 bill payment with crypto. Additionally, I will be using referral bonuses to airdrop, donate, or burn based on community feedback. Sign up now.